Hey, everybody. What I want to talk about tonight is how people get tripped up on interest, okay, where they don't really know what interest is, okay, genuine interest. They don't know the different types of interest, and they kind of just clump interest all into one ball. And this leads to a lot of hurtful situations and a lot of pain, okay? Because what will happen is, a lot of times women don't understand the difference between a man's sexual interest and his genuine interest. So if a man shows sexual interest, they take that as genuine interest, okay? So a man can have sexual interest in you, but that doesn't necessarily mean he has genuine interest in you. Genuine interest in you is interest in you as a person. Like, they like you. Okay? And sexual interest is, I like you enough to have sex with you. And those are two very different things. They're going to get you very different treatment. And it's just completely something different. And so a lot of times what women don't realize, when they think that a guy is a lot more into them than he really is, and so they can't really understand, like, if he seemed so interested in me, then why is he acting this way now? Because before he was, flirting with me, he seemed very attracted to me, and then all of a sudden, he doesn't seem to have any interest. And what they don't realize is that his interest may not have ever been genuine. Okay, his interest could have been sexual from the beginning. And so it's not that he's less interested. It's just that sexual interest, like once he has sex with you enough times, or for whatever reason, that sexual interest changes, then his entire interest changes. Okay, so this is why you can have somebody that seems so interested, you're sleeping with them, and then they're able to kind of just disappear without any real, and you'd be like, well, how could they do that? It's because they were never genuinely interested in you. It's a lot easier to let go and move on from sexual interest than it is from genuine interest. So, what genuine interest looks like is a person being interested in you as a person. Okay, it's not super flirty. It's not all sexual. It's not, you're gorgeous, where he's really just trying to build up your sexual attraction towards him. So everything he's doing when it's fake interest, I call it fake interest, but it's sexual interest. And he's building up the, wanting you to want to have sex with him, but he's not building any genuine connection or interest. And a lot of times, since women don't know this difference, when they see sexual interest, they take it for interest. And so this is why they're confused about the way things are playing out. And when a person is genuinely interested in you, they want to know how your day was going. They want to know about you as a person, what's going on with you. They're asking a lot of questions, genuine questions that help them know you as a person, not the types of things that help build attraction. So a lot of times when you feel that energy, like a guy is pulling you towards him, that's what leading on is. When a person is being led on, it's being lured by sexual interest, but it's playing on the fact that the woman thinks that this is genuine interest and she doesn't know the difference. So the fact that she thinks this is genuine interest, she's easily led on by just sexual interest. And then, you can kind of have your way with her, and, that's that. So it's something that women really have to learn and think about and realize that interest is not all the same. Sexual interest is, I am interested enough in you to have sex. But sexual interest doesn't mean I'm interested in enough in you to actually be in a relationship with you, or I'm interested enough in you to make a commitment to you, or I'm interested enough in you to love you. I'm interested enough in you to care about you and protect you and cherish you and want something with you. I'm not that interested. It's like that. It's like I'm interested sexually, but I'm not interested in a relationship with you. I'm not interested in you enough to be with you. I'm not interested enough. So there's a difference, see, because genuine interest is not just I'm interested enough to have sex with you. And so the sex is where my interest is, meaning I'm going to do what it takes to continue to be able to have sex with you, but I don't have the genuine interest to actually build anything more with you. I don't have the genuine interest in you. I don't want to be dealing with you every day. I don't care about what you're going through and what's going on in your life. I don't want to be around for that. I don't want to be in the house with you on a daily basis and, having to be around you all the time and having to, you calling me when something's going on in your life. I'm not that interested. So you see the difference? I'm not interested in, every aspect of your life and being a part of that. I'm just not interested to that level. So you have to look at, what type of interest a person has. And if you take, and this comes from low self-esteem as well. This is why you have to do the work on yourself, because when your self-esteem is low, sexual interest to you feels great and it feels like real interest. But when your self-esteem is high and you've done the work and you have the self-love and self-worth, sexual interest doesn't feel like anything. Just because someone is showing a little sexual interest or they're showing attraction, okay, they're showing interest enough to sleep with me, that they want, they want to be romantic with me, that means absolutely nothing to me. Because you can have that with so many people, and guys have that with various women. That doesn't mean that he wants to be with me or that he would be interested enough in me to give me what it is that I'm looking for when it comes to, a relationship. So you would even just begin to get to a point where you just kind of overlook that. Like, okay, that's cool, but do you have any genuine interest in me? And you would begin to look for that. Versus just, jumping the gun and feeling like somebody wants you just because they have sexual interest. Sexual interest is a chemical thing. Okay. It's hormonal. It's, men can have sexual interest based on you have nice legs, or you have a nice butt, or you have nice breasts, or something about you taps into their sexual interest. But those legs, when a man has sexual interest, those legs or that butt or those breasts or those lips or whatever it is that you have that can give sexual interest is not attached to anything to him. You're not a real person. You're those legs. You're a butt. Your breasts, your lips, that's what you are to them. Okay. So there's nothing more to it. It's just, those legs would look great spread across my bed type of thing. That's that type of interest. So let me they're showing that interest, that sexual interest, that I wouldn't mind having you in my bed. I wouldn't mind, that type of thing. But it's not showing any genuine interest in you as a person. And you'll notice guys who have sexual interest, when it comes time for like genuine interest, that's when they're out. That's exactly when they're going to go cold on you. That's exactly when they're going to back away, when they're going to disappear, because now this is turning into something where I would have to have genuine interest, and that's not really there. So, I'm going to back away now, especially if that sexual interest has already been satisfied. So now it's like, okay, what do we do from here? Okay, from here, I would have to, try to develop some genuine interest, or look at what my genuine interest is and see like, okay, do I want to be in a relationship or build something here? And a lot of times it's not that. It's like, okay, that's as far as my interest goes. So they start backing away. So you can prevent this if you begin to understand that interest is not all interest is not genuine interest. It can be hormonal. And when those hormones come down, the whole interest disappears with the hormones. Okay, so this is the foundation of situationships. This is the foundation of friends with benefits. In all of these types of situations, the foundation is there's not genuine interest there. So these situations are doomed to fail from the beginning because you're dealing with someone that doesn't have genuine interest from the gate. And if you take sexual interest for genuine interest, your whole perspective in the way you're dealing with this person is as if there was genuine interest there. So do you see the difference in the way you're both going to be approaching the relationship? So that's just something to know and think about so that you can prevent situations like that, and that you know a little bit better of what to look for, and you're not just automatically thinking someone is interested because they have sexual interest. Because that person is looking at your legs and you're nothing but a pair of legs. But there's way more to you than that. And you want somebody that's interested in you. So that's something to think about, guys. And remember, check out the boot camps. They'll help you do this work that is necessary, and the upcoming one that you will see the information coming out for that one soon in January, the Radical Self-Love Boot Camp. I hope to see you guys there. Remember, like, share, subscribe, and support the channel, guys. This information, if it helped you, it'll help somebody else. Okay, so pass it on. Love you guys. Bye.